So happy the parts came in. Rock Auto. They've been coming through like a day or two ahead of when it's scheduled to come in. So let's tear into these packages, see what we got. I've got a meeting I'm gonna go to later, but then when we get home, we're gonna throw these bad boys on and hopefully get as much done as we possibly can without coming to a standstill again. See if I can do this one-handed. This box feels kind of light, so I don't know what I could have got. It was so light. Oh, okay. This is my diff pinion seal. When we did the 4.6, and you have to pull the pinion out, pretty much the seal gets destroyed. So this is a new one. Hopefully it's the right one. I've heard some people have some problems with that type of stuff, but the photo looked right, and it says pinion seal on here. So let's hope that's right. All right, box number 2. Paper. All right, here we go. Some ball joints. Oh, these are my tie rods. So these should be quite a bit beefier. They're quite a bit beefier than just like stock S13. Oh, the good thing about these is, I kid you not, I spent, well, this doesn't show pricing, but for the outer ball joint, outer tie rod, and inner tie rod for the whole set, both sides, it's probably only like 30 bucks. So if I bend one, go get another one. And they shipped in 2 days, so you know, it couldn't be any happier about that. So we have outer tie rods, lower control arm ball joints, I believe, are in here. Yep, so these are just the lower control arm ball joint. So I'm super stoked about these because the other ones on my lower control arms are all gnarred up. You can't even get a nut on there. So hopefully we can get my diff and my lower control arms over to my buddy who has a press, and then we can get that all taken care of. And yeah, there we go. So much longer. Much thicker too. Now I can pretty much get the front end complete. I'm still waiting. I bought some aftermarket or some like do-it-yourself modded knuckles from Joseph Lin over in Seattle. So those should be here any day. Still waiting. I think he probably sent them out, maybe. I don't know. But as soon as we get those, then we can be entirely done with the front suspension, and we can finally get this thing on the ground. I still need to go buy some new front and rear rotors. Since I have new pads, I'd love to bed into new rotors instead of using used stuff. I could just go and get the rotors resurfaced, but they look pretty used, and I'd rather just, they're so cheap anyways. I'm just gonna go buy new ones. So, all right. Get this mess all taken care of, finish editing this video, and maybe some more parts will show up. So
yeah, it's yours truly, Houston's own Chameleonaire, holding it down for the player that don't believe in love at first sight.
So we're heading over to my buddy's shop, Perfection Tire, and we're gonna get the new lower control arm ball joints put into, obviously, the lower control arms. I really didn't do much work yesterday. All the parts came in yesterday. Now I'm trying to hustle to get all the parts ready so that we can get the front end together and get this car rolling. I would really love if I could get to the point where I can roll the car outside and pressure wash the engine bay so I can get it ready for paint, like maybe do paint tomorrow morning. It's supposed to be nice weather, so the knuckles that I'm going to throw on the car just so I can get it rolling aren't the knuckles that I'm going to use. I've got some coming. I think I've told you guys that already, but Yeah, so we'll get these lower control arm ball joints done. As soon as we get back home, we'll work on the car as much as we can and see if we can't try to get it outside. Finally got home. All the parts. Got the ball joints done. Ball joints took a little bit more than I thought, and the reason being is because the little C-clip, I think it's C-clip, that goes to hold the ball joint on. The last time somebody put ball joints in these things, they fucked some ring up inside there and made it really hard to get the next one in. So we did get both done. We need to put the boots on both of them, and then we can kind of just button up some of the stuff in the front end. Need to make some new fender brackets. I'm running stock fenders because the stock fenders are in great condition. So we're still going to run stock fenders, still running stock rear fenders. I just need to roll them. But I like running the fender extensions. It just gives the fender a little bit more stability. It doesn't flex so much kind of when you tap cones or tap other people. Well, we're at another standstill. These stupid knuckles, which show you a little bit of close up. I got these a long time ago. Yep. Pretty bad, right? They do give you more steering angle having the tie rod pickup right there. But the thing with it is these were made for like autocrossing. It's supposed to give you quicker like steering ratio. So less turns from lock to lock, which is great for autocross stuff, I guess. What I forgot was that these are S14 non-ABS knuckles. So when I tried to put a S13 hub on here, or like an aftermarket hub, it doesn't fit for some weird reason, which now that I'm thinking about it, I thought those were S14, which I think the hub should be the same. Now I'm second guessing myself. So I don't actually know what the problem is. I didn't put the tie rods on, but those are the lower control arms and the offset tension rods, which quite a bit of clearance. We have our tie rods over here. My phone's about to die, so I'm like trying to hurry. But got our tie rods, which we'll put together. I need to go pick up some boots because these boots are gonna get torn up when I pull them out. But yeah, and then after that I can stick the fender on and I can roll this bitch out, and then we can start cleaning up like the engine bay. And I just bought another harness. Wiring Specialties has an SRS13 harness for like $300. I couldn't pass it up. So I got the harness coming. Should be here maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. I'm not exactly sure. I gotta look at the tracking number again. But this harness is just, it's so gunked up. Kind of hard to tell, but everything pretty much just cracks as soon as it gets bent. I'll probably obviously still keep this harness around so I can have some extra plugs, extra plug retainers and everything like that. So real dope. Not much progress today. It'll be a quick video, but anytime I'm working on a car, I'll make a video of it. So this is my video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. So we're gonna finish off tonight, or finish off this video at least, by playing some iRacing. I have a set of Corsa, not very good at it. One, my steering wheel's real small, and I don't have a handbrake, so it makes it kind of difficult to drift online. Plus, I just suck at it. So I usually just do iRacing, but this is kind of my setup. It's all homemade, made out of wood. But that's what I got. You know, I got the essentials: the racing shoes, racing gloves, pad on the ground. I use Thrustmaster TMX Pro and the pretty much Thrustmaster pedals and shifter. But homemade setup, works pretty good. You can find me at SLD Trevor. I'm usually on maybe every other night or something. I'm on a couple of different Discords too. So if you play, drop a comment with your name on either Assetto or iRacing, and let's get together and do some racing.